Hey guys, Dr. Matt here again. I have a sharpening video today, and we're going to do a couple different things. You know, when I make these videos, I'm trying to show you things that I come across that may be some challenging something other than just a straight sharpening video. So otherwise, they're just all the same. So I had a unique thing here. I was watching a guy's shaving video, and I was watching him shave with his razor, and it looked kind of painful. So you know, I told him, I said, well, why don't you send me that razor? Let me see what I can do with it. So he ended up sending me 3 razors. He sent me these 3 here. He sent me, what is this? This is a frame back. Sent me a gold dollar and some kind of a, what is this, a Boker? Some kind of German one. What is that? Oh, Ralph Ost. That's a Ralph Ost. So anyway, yeah, he sent me those 3. And you know, I looked at them under my scope right away, and first off, I noticed that the teeth on them was kind of, or the edge was kind of toothy on there, so the edge was kind of rough. And also what I noticed was that all of them were about the same. So I know it wasn't just one razor or one, you know, maybe it could be the steel on the razor. Had something to do with the way that he was sharpening them and running them on the stones. So because like I said, all of them were the same. So what I did is that I stropped them real good when I got it, just to make sure that that wasn't an issue, and I test shaved them, and honestly, the test shave wasn't terrible. I think it was actually better than what the edge looked, but I think that I can improve on that quite a bit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sharpen one of the razors. I'm going to sharpen all of them, but I'll only show one of them on film because I'm going to do all of them the same, and I will start with this gold dollar and get that done, and then I'll give him a test shave and see how we did. All right, so let's do this. So here we go. We got the GD, and what I did is I did use a piece of tape on it, and the reason I did, I don't know if I showed you before, but there was a lot of home wear, and I like to kind of lift it up off a lot of that home wear and just get less of the edge on the stone. I think it makes for a, just make it easier to get the edge. So we'll go there, and then we'll see how it does. Oh, so, gonna kill that edge. And the tomato's back. There's nothing there, guys, nothing. That thing's deader than shit. And I'm doing that because of that pretty toothy edge. I want to get that thing smoothed out. But as you can see, when I kill the edge, what the edge looks like now, or at least right after I did it, compared to what it looks like before with the toothiness or that other finished edge on there. So I just wanted to make sure all that stuff was gone. Now the guy that sent me this razor, he told me that he had spent 30 minutes on the Shapton 5K stone. I can't imagine what you're doing for 30 minutes on this thing. I mean, all you got to do, if you're coming from a lower stone, you're just polishing, that's not going to take long. Here, I'm actually having to create the edge from when I killed it, but still. All right, that thing's back, it's grabbing hairs. Let's see how we're doing. Can you see that? Yeah. Bam! Donk. Whole thing. Okay. So now also, what I did to the gold dollar here is I did do the stabilizer correction. I removed some of that metal from back here. I did that with my Dremel, and I have a video on that, and I'll put the link up here in the corner. How I did that, but yeah, because that'll affect the way that it lays on the stone overall as well. So that I did, and I polished it up. Yeah, so if you don't know, that's my Norton 8K. And what I'm lapping with is a very well-worn Atomic 400. When I had mentioned the gentleman who had been on that 5K for 30 minutes, when I asked him, I said, why did you spend that long on it? He said, well, I thought that's just what I needed to do for that particular razor. I said, well, when is it that you determine your end point? When do you know that you've gotten there? And he just said, well, that's just what I thought I had to do. I mean, I do it by feel. And, I'll test it on arm hair or the tomato. But when I say by feel, what I'm checking for is when I pull it across the stone. Usually initially you'll feel a little bit of resistance because the edge is a little bit rough, and then it kind of smooths out. But this thing's already there. And before I talked about, I could tell when it was starting to get done because you'd feel it start to stick. It would get sticky when this thing would start getting done. That's different than the resistance that you initially feel. That stickiness is almost like a suction, like it's getting sucked down onto the stone. Whereas initially, when I first came the 5 to this, you'd feel kind of like almost kind of like a grittiness in there. But yeah, that's done. Done. All right, finished stone. I don't use the slurry on the 12. And this stone doesn't take many passes, a dozen. Yeah, that's it. There is one more step I'm going to do on it. That other step is going to be on this nano cloth. This is the 1/2 micron CBN. So you don't have to do it on these plates. I don't think you can get them anymore anyway. Just a piece of leather would be fine with this. But this is just an extra polish. And this doesn't make it too sharp or grabby. All right, So let's take a look and see what this looks like as compared to when we first started, or the way that the razor was sent to me, and then we'll see what we're going to do from there. All right, so as you can see, there's a pretty big difference there. So, I mean, considering just the time I spent on sharpening it, I don't know, it couldn't have been more than, you know, without all the changing and going to get my stuff, 3 or 4 minutes on the stone. So I will test shave it, and we'll see how it feels. All right, guys. All right, so we're going to give these a go. I'm going to try all 3 of them. The gold dollar you saw me do, and we'll do the frame back and the Ost. Like I said earlier, the edges all looked pretty much the same as far as that toothy appearance. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is a whole different ball game here. I did try these before, I think I said that. The way the edge looked on those slides. And surprisingly, it wasn't terrible, but it's nothing compared to this. And it is surprising, a properly sorted gold dollar, how good it can shave. So yeah, that felt great. All right, let's go to the Ost. Oh, beautiful. Okay, this is great. Let's see how this frame back does. Oh yeah. Oh, that's nice. Wow. Beautiful edge. Pretty damn good. That was the gold dollar. Let's try the Ost on this here. Can't beat it. Oh yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. Feels great. That was the Ost, by the way. Let's get this side with the gold dollar. Beautiful shave. I don't talk about the stuff I use, but the scent of this has to be one of the best scents in wet shaving. Just smell like a man, just old classic scent. Love this stuff. Lots of compliments I get on that because no one's ever smelled it. I mean, people wet shaving, but otherwise they have a cologne that goes with it too. Out of Spain. So, great shave. Everything turned out hunky-dory. And as you saw, it was a pretty simple, I want to say fix, but it wasn't a fix. It was just a simple progression that that we did. We started at the 5 to 8 and the finish stone. I mean, all right, so what's my takeaway here? What was my reasoning here in making the video on this? And it just, sometimes it can be really simple things. I had mentioned earlier that the guy that sent me the blades said that he had spent 30 minutes on a 5K stone. If you're spending 30 minutes on a 5K, on a mid-grit stone, something's wrong. Either the only reason that you could be on it for that long is you're doing something on that stone that should be done somewhere else, like trying to remove chips or something like that. But, a mid-grit stone is just basically to polish up what you did before. So, it should just take a few minutes if you find yourself that much time. And so that edge, he told me that was finished on a 12K nano a stone. That was not a 12K nano a finish. The only thing I can think is that the edge looked even worse than what you saw in the picture when he initially went to the Naniwa. It probably smoothed it out even some more that was there. So that brings up the thing of over-honing. Some people say it's a myth. I've never seen it on a synthetic stone. Spending 30 minutes on a 5K stone, could that have started to break down the edge? Could have. But I think there's something else going on. I haven't seen this gentleman. I haven't actually physically seen him work on a stone, so I don't know. It could be something technique-wise. Could be something on a strop. It's not on the strop. That's not from a strop. I don't really know. But like I said, if you find yourself there, something's going on. Search a little deeper. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I had a good time. You guys have a great day. Have a great night. Enjoy your shave, and we'll see you real soon.